Have you ever asked yourself if all your struggles truly mean something? You wake up every morning carrying dreams in your heart, but doubt whispers in your mind. You wonder if you're wasting your time, if you're lost, or if you're walking down a path that leads nowhere. Sometimes it feels like everyone else has it figured out while you keep fighting invisible battles. You pray for direction, but the answers seem silent. You wonder if God hears your cries or sees how tired your spirit feels. Yet deep within, a quiet voice tells you to keep going. You don't even know why, but you do. Today, I want you to know this. Your steps are not random. Your pain is not pointless. Everything you're experiencing is shaping you for something greater. God is speaking to you, even in ways you might not realize. That is why you're here right now, because there are signs all around you, guiding you, protecting you, and leading you closer to your purpose. But sometimes we become so overwhelmed by what isn't working out that we fail to see what is. We become so focused on what we're missing that we ignore what we're becoming. Right now, your soul needs assurance. You need to hear that God has not abandoned you, that He sees your tears when you're alone in your room at night, staring at the ceiling, wondering if your life will ever change. He sees how hard you're trying, even when nobody notices. And today, He wants you to know that you are not walking blindly. You are being led by His hand step by step, moment by moment. Even if you feel lost, you're exactly where you need to be to become the person you're meant to be. In the next few minutes, you will discover the hidden signs God is showing you to confirm that you are on the right path. These signs will open your eyes and strengthen your faith. They will remind you that your prayers are not in vain, your sacrifices are not wasted, and your destiny is not slipping away. Imagine waking up tomorrow with confidence, knowing that every struggle has a purpose. Imagine walking through your day with peace, knowing that God is walking right beside you. Imagine no longer fearing what comes next, because you finally understand that you are not alone on this journey. That is what these signs will do for you today. They will calm your fears, revive your hope, and give you the strength to keep moving forward with courage, because you deserve to live each day knowing that you are not wandering through life without direction. You are being guided, protected, and prepared for something far greater than you can imagine. Stay with me till the very end, because what you hear today will change how you see your life forever. This is your moment of assurance. This is your divine confirmation. Keep listening and let these words awaken the truth you have always carried deep within your heart. Sometimes the world around you feels heavy and confusing, but deep inside there is a peace that doesn't make sense. You wake up in the morning and everything may still be the same. Your bills remain unpaid, your relationships remain complicated, and your future remains uncertain. But for some reason your heart feels calm. This peace isn't weakness, it isn't denial, it is strength. It is God's quiet way of letting you know He is holding you. Even when your mind wants to panic, your spirit stays still. That peace is not something you create by thinking positively. It is something God gives you to keep you anchored when the waves of life try to drown your faith. Many people search their whole lives for this peace. They look for it in money, success, or relationships, only to find themselves feeling empty again. But you have felt this peace in moments when you should have broken down completely. When life pushed you to your knees, your soul whispered, "It's okay, keep going." That peace is God's presence. It is His confirmation that your journey is not in vain. It is His gentle reminder that even though you cannot see the way, He can. When you feel that unexplainable calmness in your heart, hold on to it. Let it guide your decisions and guard your mind from fear. Because fear will always try to steal your peace. It will tell you that your calmness is foolish, that you're wasting time, that you should panic like everyone else. But faith says, be still, trust the process. Peace is faith in action. It is believing that no matter what happens today, tomorrow, or next year, God has already gone before you. That is why you feel this peace even when everything around you says you should fall apart. It is proof that God's hand is on your life. He is preparing you for breakthroughs you cannot yet see. Every time you choose to protect that peace, you are choosing to align yourself with His plan, because peace is not the absence of problems. It is the presence of God within those problems. It is the assurance that you are never alone. If you find yourself feeling a deep sense of peace despite your storms, don't question it. Embrace it. Thank God for it. Because it is one of the greatest signs that you are exactly where you need to be, let it grow stronger within you until it becomes unshakable, until no challenge can rob you of your joy, until no person's words can disturb your inner calm, until you wake up every day knowing that your life is in God's hands. Hold on to this peace like your life depends on it, because it does. And when fear comes knocking on your door again, stand firm and let this peace remind you who you are, whose you are, and where your path is leading you. You are guided, you are protected, you are at peace, and that is your power. There are moments in life when a door closes so suddenly it feels like the world has ended. You stand there staring at it, wondering why God allowed it to shut in your face. You feel rejected, abandoned, and confused. Your mind spins with questions that have no answers. You try to force the door open again, only to feel even more pain. But what you don't realize in that moment is that every closed door is a hidden blessing. Every rejection is a form of divine protection. Every ending is making room for a new beginning you can't yet see. Sometimes you pray for something you think you need, only for God to block it completely. It hurts because you don't understand, but later you look back and realize that what you thought was a loss was actually your greatest gain. That closed door saved you from pain, wasted time, and wrong directions. It redirected you to something better. It shaped your faith. It taught you to surrender your plans to God's plans. When one door closes, another always opens, but often the new door isn't visible right away. There is a waiting season in between where God refines your heart, tests your trust, and prepares your character for what is coming. Don't fear the closed doors in your life. Don't see them as punishments. See them as God's way of leading you to the door He has ordained for you, the one no one can shut, the one that leads to your destiny. Every closed door is God saying, I have something better for you, trust me. When a relationship ends, it can break your heart, but it also protects you from settling for less than you deserve. When you lose an opportunity, it can crush your confidence, but it also positions you for a greater one that aligns with your purpose. When you are rejected by people, it can hurt your pride, but it also teaches you that your worth never depended on their approval. Closed doors teach you surrender. They teach you to let go of your ego and embrace God's wisdom. They teach you to walk by faith and not by sight. So if you are facing closed doors right now, breathe deeply and remind yourself that it is not the end. It is the beginning of something new. Look for the open doors that are waiting for you. Step through them with courage and humility. Trust that God knows the desires of your heart better than you do. What is meant for you will never miss you, and what misses you was never meant for you. Keep your spirit open. Keep your heart grateful, because the doors that God opens cannot be shut by anyone. They are your doors, your path, your divine appointments. Embrace them with faith and walk boldly into the blessings that have been waiting for you all along. There is a quiet strength within you that grows every time you choose to rise instead of giving up. Even when no one sees how hard it is to keep moving forward, God sees it. Every tear you have cried in silence, every night you lay awake wondering how you will make it through another day, every moment you swallow your fears and keep showing up, these are not forgotten. They are signs that you are becoming stronger than you ever imagined. Strength is not loud. It does not always roar with confidence. Sometimes it is a whisper that says, I will try again tomorrow. It is the decision to keep your faith alive when everything around you looks hopeless. You might think your strength is small because you still feel fear, doubt, or sadness, but true strength is not the absence of struggle. It is the refusal to let struggle defeat you. Every challenge you overcome builds spiritual muscles within you. Every obstacle you climb over shapes your courage. Every betrayal you survive sharpens your wisdom. You are stronger today than you were yesterday because you have not let life break your spirit. God is molding you through every experience. He is building a foundation within you that no storm can destroy. This strength you are developing is preparing you for the blessings He is about to release into your life. Because great blessings require great strength to carry them with grace. If you feel yourself becoming stronger, if you feel yourself enduring pain with dignity, If you feel your patience growing when it used to run out quickly, these are signs that God is working deeply within you. He is teaching you how to stand firm, how to trust Him more fully, and how to handle greater responsibilities without crumbling under pressure. Do not underestimate the power of the strength you are building right now. It is proof that you are on the right path. Even if your circumstances remain difficult, your inner strength is a sign that your spirit is aligned with God's purpose. Weakness wants to keep you small. Strength lifts you into your divine calling. Every morning you rise despite exhaustion. You prove to yourself that you are stronger than your excuses. Every time you choose forgiveness over bitterness, you prove that your spirit is bigger than your pain. Every moment you choose faith over fear, you prove that God is alive within you. This strength is not just for your survival, it is for your impact. It is so you can stand tall and help others rise too. Never doubt that your hidden strength is a sign from God. It is His way of preparing you to receive what you once prayed for with trembling hope. Hold your head high today and walk forward knowing that your strength is your silent testimony. It is your quiet victory. It is the sign that God is carrying you through every storm into a destiny greater than you ever dreamed possible. There is a powerful sign that often goes unnoticed because it comes wrapped in pain. When you feel an intense push to let go of something or someone you once thought you could never live without, it is God redirecting your soul. It feels like heartbreak. It feels like loss. It feels like everything you built your hope upon is collapsing. But deep within, a quiet knowing rises, telling you this release is necessary. You try to hold on, but the tighter you grip, the more exhausted you become. You begin to realize that peace lives on the other side of surrender. Letting go is not failure. It is faith in action. It is trusting that God's plan is greater than your own. It is believing that what you release today makes space for what truly belongs to you tomorrow. There are people and habits you have outgrown, but fear kept you attached. There are dreams that no longer align with your purpose, but your pride refused to let them go. God removes them because He loves you too much to watch you settle in places that no longer nourish your growth. When something falls apart, don't rush to fix it. Ask yourself if it is God removing what is blocking your blessing. Sometimes what you call loss is actually protection. What you call rejection is actually redirection. What you call the end is actually the beginning of your true becoming. Letting go hurts because your mind is attached to what is familiar, but your spirit longs for what is divine. Each time you release something God asks you to release, you grow lighter, freer, and closer to your calling. Release is a sign of trust. It says to God, I don't understand, but I know you see what I cannot see. I will let go and trust you to replace it with something better. Holding on to what drains you will only keep you stuck in cycles that steal your peace. But when you let go, you open your hands to receive new blessings. Release what you cannot control. Release the people who walked away. Release the mistakes that haunt your memory. Release the timelines that pressure your soul. Release your need to have it all figured out. Breathe deeply and let God fill the empty spaces with His promises, because what is meant for you will stay. What is meant for you will grow with you. What is meant for you will honor your spirit and elevate your purpose. Do not fear letting go. Fear staying in places your spirit has already left. You are not losing yourself. You are finding your true self. This release is your sign. It is God's way of saying, I am making room for the blessings you have been praying for. Walk forward with open hands and a surrendered heart, because your release today is leading you to the freedom, peace, and destiny your soul has always been seeking. There is a hidden power in your life that reveals itself through unexpected moments of gratitude. When you pause in the middle of your struggles and whisper a silent thank you, heaven moves. Gratitude is a sign that your soul understands a secret most people never realize, that everything you are experiencing, even the pain, is shaping you into something beautiful. Gratitude is not just saying thank you for the blessings you see. It is thanking God for what is unseen, for what is being prepared, and for what is being protected from your life. When your heart feels grateful despite confusion, it is a sign that you are aligned with your purpose. It is proof that you trust God so deeply that you can thank Him even when your prayers seem unanswered. This gratitude shifts your energy. It lifts your spirit above fear, above doubt, above pain. It keeps you connected to God's abundance rather than trapped in your worries. Each time you express gratitude, you are opening the door for more blessings to flow into your life. Because a grateful heart is magnetic. It attracts peace, opportunities, and miracles. When you wake up and choose gratitude instead of complaints, your day transforms. When you go to sleep thanking God for every breath, your dreams become filled with hope. Gratitude rewires your mind to see beauty where others see emptiness. It teaches you to see lessons where others see failures. It helps you find peace where others find chaos. If you feel a growing sense of gratitude within you, even in seasons that feel dark and heavy, it is a powerful sign that God is working in your life. He is maturing your faith. He is teaching you to see life through His eyes. He is preparing you to carry bigger blessings with humility and grace. Gratitude humbles your soul. It reminds you that everything you have is a gift, not an entitlement. It keeps your heart soft when life tries to harden it. It keeps your spirit hopeful when the world tries to drain it. Never underestimate the power of gratitude. It turns simple moments into sacred ones. It turns fear into faith. It turns confusion into clarity. It turns waiting into preparation. Every time you choose gratitude, you declare to God and to yourself that you believe in His goodness, no matter what your circumstances look like. Gratitude is a spiritual weapon. It silences the lies of lack. It destroys the power of fear. It shifts your focus from what is missing to what is present. If you feel your gratitude growing deeper, know that it is God's sign confirming you are walking on the right path. Because gratitude keeps your spirit aligned with His abundance. It keeps your heart open to receive miracles. It keeps your journey illuminated with faith, hope, and peace. Hold on to your gratitude today and let it guide your words, your thoughts, and your choices. Because gratitude is the light that will lead you through every darkness into the fullness of your destiny. There is a quiet confirmation that flows through your life when you begin to experience unexplainable peace. This peace is not tied to external outcomes. It does not depend on whether your prayers have been answered in the way you expected. It is a deep inner calm that rises even when circumstances remain uncertain. It is the gentle knowing that no matter what happens, you will be okay. When God gives you this peace, it is a powerful sign that you are exactly where you need to be. Fear loses its grip because you feel covered. Anxiety fades because your spirit knows God is in control. Doubt weakens because your soul feels anchored. This peace is not weakness. It is strength in its purest form. It is the courage to let go of overthinking. It is the faith to stop forcing outcomes and allow God to move freely in your life. Peace is the evidence of trust. It is the reward of surrender. When you have unexplainable peace, you become unshakable. The storms may rage around you, but inside you is calm. People may misunderstand your journey, but inside you is clarity. Life may feel chaotic, but inside you is order. If you feel this deepening peace within, it is God whispering to your heart that He is leading you. He is guiding each step even when you cannot see the road ahead. This peace guards your heart from fear. It protects your mind from panic. It shields your spirit from confusion. It is His promise that He is fighting your battles. You no longer need to strive for control. You no longer need to prove your worth. You no longer need to chase what was never meant for you. Peace teaches you that what is yours will come. It teaches you that delays are not denials. It teaches you that rejection is redirection. Peace keeps your spirit humble, knowing that everything unfolds in God's perfect timing. It removes the burdens you were never meant to carry. It teaches you to breathe deeply, to rest in faith, and to focus on your present blessings rather than future worries. When you feel this peace, honor it, protect it, choose thoughts that nurture it, choose prayers that strengthen it, choose actions that reflect it, because peace is not passive, it is active trust, it is the highest expression of your faith. If your heart is resting in peace today despite your struggles, know that it is God's confirmation that you are walking the right path. He would not give you peace if you were going the wrong way. He would not calm your soul if He did not have something beautiful ahead. Embrace this peace as your guide. Let it lead your decisions, your words, and your attitude. Because peace is not just a feeling, it is God's voice saying, I am here, keep going, all is well. Hold this peace within you like a sacred light. Let it illuminate every dark thought and replace every fear with faith. For in this peace lies your true power and your greatest victory. There is a sacred sign hidden within your daily life that many people overlook because it seems too simple. When you begin to feel a renewed desire to serve others, to lift their burdens, to encourage them when they feel lost, it is a powerful confirmation that God is working deeply within your spirit. Selfishness begins to fall away. Pride no longer controls your choices. Your heart starts to care less about impressing people and more about blessing them. You begin to notice small opportunities to show kindness and compassion without expecting recognition. When your spirit longs to help others heal, it is because God has healed you in places others cannot see. Your soul carries a silent strength, and now you feel called to share that strength with those still struggling in their darkness. You start to feel empathy on a deeper level. The pain of others touches you not as a burden, but as a call to bring hope. You no longer walk past hurting people with indifference. You look into their eyes and silently pray for their peace. This desire to serve is a sign of spiritual maturity. It proves that your life is no longer just about your comfort or success. It is about being a vessel for God's love. When you reach out to help someone rise, you rise higher within yourself. Every act of service, no matter how small, aligns you with your divine path. Serving others does not drain you when it is done from a place of love. Instead, it energizes your soul with meaning. You realize that each time you speak encouragement, you are reminding yourself of truth. Each time you help someone carry their pain, your own pain becomes lighter. Each time you give without expecting anything back, your heart expands with peace. If you feel a growing desire to serve others, to inspire them, to lift them out of despair, it is a sign that God is preparing you for greater impact. He is enlarging your heart so you can carry His purpose with grace. This desire is not weakness. It is the highest form of strength. It is the courage to love in a world that often chooses indifference. It is the power to remain kind even when life has been unkind to you. Serving others is how you walk like God on this earth. It is how you bring heaven into someone else's darkness. It is how you remind people that they are not alone. If your life is shifting from self-focus to service, know that you are walking on the right path. Because God's greatest warriors are those who lead with love. They are those who choose compassion over judgment. They are those who see the wounds in others and choose to become healers instead of critics. Keep serving, keep loving, keep giving hope to those who have forgotten their worth. For every seed of kindness you plant today will bloom into blessings that return to your life in ways you cannot yet imagine. This is how you become a light that never fades. There is another powerful sign that confirms you are exactly where you need to be. It is when you begin to feel a deeper sense of clarity about your life, even if you cannot see the full picture yet. Clarity is not always a grand vision laid out before you. Often, it arrives as small, consistent moments of knowing what to do next. It feels like a quiet confidence whispering in your soul, telling you which path to choose and which one to leave behind. Confusion starts to fade. Doubt begins to lose its power over your decisions. You no longer feel trapped in circles of overthinking and fear. You start to sense a divine guidance in your steps, as if God is placing lights along your path, leading you forward one moment at a time. Clarity brings peace to your mind. It silences the noise of others' opinions. It removes the pressure to live up to unrealistic expectations. When God gives you clarity, your priorities realign with what truly matters. You stop chasing everything and focus only on what feeds your soul. The opinions of those who do not understand your journey no longer shake you. You feel anchored in what you know is right for your life. This clarity does not make you arrogant. It makes you humble, because you understand that true clarity comes from surrender, not control. It comes when you release your need to have every answer and trust God to reveal each step in His timing. If you are experiencing moments of clarity that calm your spirit and guide your choices, it is God's way of saying you are on the right path. Clarity helps you let go of distractions that drain your energy. It frees you from commitments that no longer align with your purpose. It gives you the courage to say yes to what calls your spirit higher and no to what keeps you small. Clarity teaches you to choose faith over fear, purpose over popularity, and peace over pressure. It is the compass of your soul pointing you toward the life God created for you to live. When you feel this clarity, honor it. Make decisions from this place of deep knowing rather than from desperation. Trust that God is giving you this clarity because you are ready to step into a greater chapter. Clarity is a sign that your prayers are being answered. Even if you cannot see the destination, knowing your next step is enough. Because God reveals only what you need to know today, trusting you to keep walking with faith. Hold on to this clarity and let it guide your thoughts, your plans, and your dreams. Let it remind you that your life is unfolding exactly as it should. This clarity is God's assurance that you are not lost, not behind, and not forgotten. You are being led, step by step, into the fullness of your purpose with confidence, peace, and divine certainty. There is a divine confirmation that often goes unnoticed because it arrives through discomfort. When you begin to experience challenges and obstacles right after deciding to pursue your purpose, it is not always a sign that you are on the wrong path. In fact, it is often the greatest proof that you are moving in the right direction. Resistance rises when you begin to shift from where you were to where you are meant to be. Every spiritual breakthrough attracts opposition because darkness fears your light. When God is about to elevate you, distractions, delays, and doubts will try to block your progress. But these challenges are not meant to destroy you. They are meant to strengthen your faith and refine your character. You start to notice that every setback carries a hidden lesson. Every rejection builds resilience in your soul. Every disappointment teaches you to detach your worth from outcomes. You realize that problems do not mean God has left you. They mean He is preparing you for what you prayed for. The pressure you feel is shaping you into someone who can carry the blessings with humility and wisdom. Without these challenges, you would remain comfortable and stagnant. Growth demands that you step into spaces that stretch your faith. Challenges force you to dig deeper into your spiritual strength, to lean into God's power rather than your own, to rise with a new level of courage and conviction. If life feels hard right now despite your obedience, do not assume you have made a mistake. Understand that this is the refining process before your elevation. Diamonds are formed under pressure. Gold is purified through fire. Your spirit is being fortified through every challenge so that nothing can break you when you step into your calling. If you are experiencing trials after choosing your purpose, it is God's way of training you to stand strong in any storm. He is teaching you how to remain faithful when results are delayed, how to keep believing when doors close, how to stay peaceful when uncertainty surrounds you. Each difficulty is a divine classroom preparing you for the promise. When you embrace this perspective, challenges no longer intimidate you. They become opportunities to prove your trust in God's plan. You begin to walk with boldness, knowing that if He allowed it, it will serve you. If He brought you to it, He will bring you through it. Challenges are not roadblocks, they are stepping stones. They build your endurance, deepen your wisdom, and sharpen your vision. If you are facing obstacles today, take a deep breath and remind yourself that this is a sign you are on the right path. God is molding you into a vessel that can carry His purpose with strength, grace, and unshakable faith. Keep walking, keep believing, keep trusting that these challenges are not here to defeat you. They are here to prepare you for the extraordinary calling that awaits you on the other side. There is a powerful sign that confirms your alignment with God's path, and it is when you begin to feel an unexplainable inner peace even while everything around you remains uncertain. This peace is not the absence of problems. It is not the comfort of knowing exactly how your life will unfold. It is a silent assurance within your soul that no matter what happens, you are safe in God's plan. This peace calms your fears without removing your challenges. It keeps your spirit anchored when life feels chaotic. It allows you to sleep at night without anxiety stealing your rest. It quiets the endless worries in your mind and replaces them with a steady knowing that all things are being worked out for your good. When you carry this peace, you stop fighting battles that are not yours to fight. You release the burden of trying to control every outcome. You let go of forcing your life to look like anyone else's journey. You begin to trust the divine timing that shapes your purpose step by step. This peace comes when your spirit surrenders fully to God's will. You no longer measure your worth by your productivity or your progress. You no longer compare your pace to others who seem ahead of you. You feel content knowing that what is meant for you cannot miss you. This unshakable peace is God's way of telling you, I am here with you. It is His promise that you are protected and guided even when you feel alone. Peace becomes your shield against fear. It becomes your armor against doubt. It becomes your strength when your flesh feels weak. When you feel this deep peace despite unanswered prayers, despite closed doors, despite delays in your dreams, it is proof that God is working behind the scenes. He is aligning resources, people, and opportunities in ways you cannot yet see. His peace guards your heart from impatience and despair. It reminds you that faith is not about seeing the entire path clearly, but trusting each small step He reveals. If your heart feels peaceful today despite the storms in your life, hold on to that gift. Let it guide your choices. Let it calm your reactions. Let it deepen your trust in God's ways, which are always higher than your own. Inner peace is a sign of spiritual maturity. It shows that your hope is no longer tied to circumstances, but rooted firmly in God's faithfulness. You realize that nothing external can steal what God has placed within you. This peace is the confirmation your spirit has been seeking. You are not lost. You are not forgotten. You are being carried by divine hands toward a purpose greater than your fears. Keep nurturing this peace through prayer, reflection, and gratitude. Protect it by refusing to let the chaos of the world enter your soul. For as long as this peace lives within you, you can walk through any storm with quiet confidence, knowing God's presence is your unbreakable foundation.